Today's episode sounds like a winner. Hey everyone, Jeff here with yet another G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero reaction. Today we are looking at Season 1, Episode 24, Cobra Soundwaves. Very exciting, I think. Maybe. I don't know. Could be. I don't think this is the episode with Cold Slither, because I think that episode is later in the season, and I think it's called Cold Slither. But I do think that this is another one of the, maybe one of those Cobra is up to some shenanigans where they're trying to brainwash people with their sound waves. Cobra always be trying to brainwash people. This is one of the things that I enjoy about doing this very sort of slow-paced, all casual, all fun Real American Hero rewatch with you, is that we get to re-experience these things that we've half forgotten. Or maybe there are a few episodes I haven't seen, so I don't know what this episode is. Maybe I'll start watching it and remember it. Maybe I won't. Maybe it'll be all brand new to me. Either way, it's gonna be a good time. I know that, and knowing is half the battle. If you would like to jump right over to the reaction, feel free. No worries here. There's always, of course, chapter times down below in the description. Feel free. Additionally, if you want to watch any of these episodes or watch ahead or whatever, without me yapping in your ear, of course, you can do that as well. G.I. Joe is like it's a retro, nigh vintage television series at this point. And every episode can in fact be found and watched for free, or at least currently, on the Hasbro official YouTube channel. So feel free to skip on over there and watch ahead if you like. Or if you want to hear more of me yapping, that would be fantastic. If you want to join the XennialLens Patreon, if you are a true Xennial at heart, feel free to jump on over to the Patreon link down below. Join heroes like Marissa, Alec, Callum. Those guys are doing it right. Anyway, I hope you will consider joining the fam, and if not, just hang out here. Do whatever makes you happy is what I'm trying to say. For me, what makes me happy? Yapping. So I'm going to keep talking for a little bit, and to those who are going, I'll see you later. And to everyone who's staying, let's talk just a little bit more about this episode. I'm not going to belabor this because I legitimately don't know what this is about. I think that this is a mind control episode. You know, Cobra's up to their usual shenanigans. But I guess we do know that this is a gung-ho ace, and is that roadblock, I think, in that graphic there. This is the thumbnail from the Hasbro page. I don't know. I guess that's them. And we do also know that this is an episode written by Ted Peterson. Ted Peterson has appeared before in this series. He wrote the episode Satellite Down. He also sticks around and writes, various episodes now through the end of the Deke series. So I don't know. This is the second of many appearances by this writer. I will say that Satellite Down I thought was generally an interesting concept, but one thing that really bothered me about that episode was, I'm just going to be frank about this. It was the writing. I did not like the portrayal of Storm Shadow. I thought it really undercut what we had established about Storm Shadow's character and his sort of like sense of honor from the second miniseries, the Revenge of Cobra miniseries, or maybe it was from the Pyramid of Darkness miniseries. One of those two had like a big, I think they all had, Storm Shadow featured, but he's like a guy of honor, and I really think that what they did with him in Satellite Down was beneath him. I did not like that character portrayal. So I hope that he is sort of truthful to what I envision the characters to be in this case. I expect we're not, that was maybe a one-off, or maybe early on in the show and they hadn't quite established this or that. But, probably this episode won't even deal with Storm Shadow, so it's probably not a big deal. But look, that makes me a little bit nervous. the rest of the episode, that Satellite Down episode, was a decent episode. So, you know, this or that, you know, like it's probably going to be fine. Okay, that is all I have to say so far. Let's dive into this episode. What did I say? This was episode 25, I think. 24 maybe, of season 1, Cobra Soundwaves. Let's go. All right, everyone. We are about to jump in episode 24, season 1, Cobra Soundwaves. Thank you very much for joining me. Let's rock and roll on this. Ooh.
Yo, Joe! He'll fight for freedom wherever there's trouble.
Okay.
G.I. Joe is there. G.I. Joe, American hero. G.I. Joe is there.
Let's turn this down just a touch.
Of the enemy, fighting to save the day. He never gives up. He's always there. Freedom over land and
What are we hoping for? I know Gung Ho and Ace are in this. We'll see. Maybe Dusty. Maybe rock and roll. That'd be good if it's a music thing. I don't. It's probably not music. It's probably just sound waves. We'll see. Till the fight's when G.I. Joe is there. Maybe Flint and Lady J. I think we had a Duke episode last time, right? Wasn't it Duke and Scarlet? We'll see. In the desert. Blood. Major Blood. Skystrikers.
Major Blood to Desert Base. The Joes are on their way.
Nice.
Very good, Major. You may proceed as instructed, Wild Weasel.
Is that the first time Wild Weasel has been name-checked? Like, actually name-checked in the show? Because I think it might be.
We got company. Ambush at 12 o'clock.
Cobra Rattlers. I thought I smelled something.
Oh, loop-de-loop? See, the Rattlers can't handle that kind of action. That's why they call him Ace.
That ought to make the odds even.
Looks like they don't want to play anymore. Let's follow them home.
No way. They're bugging out. They cannot go right back
Wild
to...
Weasel, the desert base. The Joes are right behind us.
Good. We're ready to welcome them.
Oh! It's a trap! Nice.
I shall put Destro's newest toy to its test. Come into Cobra.
My foolish foes.
That's it. We
It's-
welcome you.
It's so deliciously evil, isn't it? Yeah.
Whoa!
Soundwaves.
What's going on?
Bail out!
Guys.
Well, we're out of the frying pan.
And right into the fire.
Oh no, claws. Guys. You're toast. This is not a winnable situation. Oh, wait, what happened? How did that claw crash? This is not a winnable situation, is it?
Sitting ducks out here. Come on, take.
Okay, hold on. Hold on a second. I want to just like establish where we're at here. Usually I like to like figure out what's happening and then like take a beat, collect ourselves, make sure we're all on the same page. I don't know that we're going to get a breather here though. So I just want to do it quickly now because they could have used an extra line or two here to like say to sort of establish what the heck is going on. Like, where are we? If they had given us a little like, hey, we heard rumors that Cobra had a base around here. Like, what is the G.I. Joe doing out here? What is Cobra doing out here other than luring the Joes? Or does that even matter? But maybe we just need to get to the plot. Okay, so just to reiterate here, we've got Ace, we've got Gung Ho, and we've got Roadblock. They are all crash landed in the desert somewhere near a Cobra base. Cobra has a brand new Soundwave based weapon that they have now tested and confirmed is effective against the Joes, against Skystrikers at the very least. and Cobra Commander is on the case. Got it. Okay, I'm hoping our team might get captured, or we'll find a way to infiltrate the Cobra base. That would be cool. But we'll have to find out. We'll also see what are Cobra's big plans for this Soundwave-based weapon. Who can say? All right, let's keep it going.
Cover. It's against my policy.
And he's right, they are sitting ducks out
Nobody
there.
likes to retreat gung-ho, but their numbers got us beat. What the?
We've got us.
With a net? Hey, Cobra helicopter. That's not a fang.
Tuna feels like. It was too soon to reveal my ultrasonic weapon. Now,
Ultrasonic.
I don't have time to prepare.
Prepare for what? Their aircraft are powerless against us.
You underestimate their ingenuity, Cobra Commander.
And you worry needlessly,
Probably.
Destro. They are no obstacle to my plan. This
What is-
country's
and what is your
oil
plan?
fields supply a third of the free world's
Oh.
energy. Deprived of that oil.
All right,
the
so
free
we're in
world will
Saudi Arabia
swiftly
or somewhere
fall
else in the Middle
before
East, right?
Cobra's superior might.
What about G.I. Joe? They'll not stand idly by while you destroy the oil fields?
You have grown too cautious.
Or will they? Or will they be the ones who destroy it themselves?
Cobra Commander.
Does this episode seem oddly pertinent to today's geopolitics? But who is the Cobra in today's scenario? Okay,
The catch of the day has arrived.
cute.
I want artillery deployed here, communications here, and Skystrikers here, ready to scramble.
Coming up, Flint. Pronto!
Maybe we're in the
Any
UAE.
word from Ace yet? Roadblock or gung-ho?
No.
And there isn't gonna be any.
What?
They sent out a mayday from somewhere in the desert, and we lost all contact.
Cobra.
Uh-oh.
Come on, move!
Yo.
If it isn't our old friend, Cobra Commander.
Are we in another arena scenario?
More like it.
I love it. It's all of the tropes
Your
I love the
G.I.
most.
Joe. If only you knew what I had in mind for you.
Cobra Commander has a mind?
Laugh while
Smart
you
ass.
may.
You're in trouble now. Oh, it was a phone.
I won't be here to witness your fate.
Sorry. I thought it was like a control panel, but no, it's a phone. Just like you might have a Garfield phone, for example. He's got a snake phone. But this looks suspiciously like an arena, so I definitely hope we get some gladiatorial action.
More pressing matters call me. Nonetheless, I trust you will enjoy my little surprise.
Oh.
We're just full of surprises.
What surprise?
Is this one of those like, now I leave you to die?
What's that? Something mean? Ugly?
Yo, a robot scorpion? Or like a robot crab? Nice. Robo crab. It's kind of like, it is a crab, I guess. But I was thinking like those scarab beetles, you know, that you always see in the, like the mummy kind of films.
After these messages. Now back to G.I. Joe.
Okay, they've got to outsmart it now. The Crimson Guards are just sitting around laughing. You would think the Cobra Commander would like film it for like later enjoyment, you know?
But it's not going to get tired either.
It's not. It's a robot. Wow. Look at this. Setting up the defenses.
I'm really worried about Ace and the others.
Likewise, Scarlet.
Hey, is this a Flint
We've got
Scarlet
to prepare
episode?
for Cobra's
What's
attack
going on
on the
here?
oil fields. Besides, those three guys can take pretty good care of themselves.
Maybe we should warm things up a little around here. Gung Ho, get me that hunk of wood.
I mean, I think that, I'll just start a casual fire here, no problem.
Keep that thing distracted.
My pleasure.
I think the Crimson Guards would have stopped him from doing that.
Get a sensor full of this, Crabbo!
Now!
These chumps. Did he do a double kick? That's a real Van Damme move, Ace.
Roadblock! Think fast!
That was pretty good.
I don't believe it! Even lasers can't blow that thing away!
I mean, it's a
Over you, to the
robot.
door on a double.
Oh, Ace seems to be doing some superhuman stuff. Maybe he could do something about it. And you're, but
You! Move! I'll be right behind you! I hope.
I will allow it. I am very forgiving of silliness in G.I. Joe.
Why am I always such a sucker for a pretty face? Scarlet, you're gonna get us into a passel of trouble, you know?
Comes with the
A passel
territory,
of trouble, you know?
Take her up!
Good hunting, Scarlet! I hope you find your missing friend!
So, Sheik Ali convinced Wild Bill to take her off, despite orders to the
You
contrary.
allow them to escape. Stop them. They must not leave this base alive.
That'll hold Cobra long enough for us to get out of here.
These guys are like superhuman, honestly.
Lady Luck will decide for us. Heads we go right, tails left.
What are you, Two-Face? Come on.
I don't muck around with luck. We go right.
Can
Right.
I at least have my coin back?
No, I'm keeping it.
Commander, the G.I. Joes have escaped. They will all slowly perish.
I mean, you thought that they would perish to
The
the
attack commence.
to the robot. They did not. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I thought you guys were going to attack with your Soundwave weapon.
Attack! We can't get up there.
But maybe we can go down. Huh. Sand's wet, which means
There must be a river under us.
But
Guys.
how do we get to it?
give me your weapons. I'm gonna overcharge them. The explosion should blow a hole right through the floor.
We should have a desert expert on an episode like this. Rather than Ace, like, just knowing everything, what to do, right?
You dug quite a hole, but I don't see any water. Oh no, not again!
Better just jump in. Okay. Where does the Soundwave weapon come in, right? It's gotta play a part here. Blowing up all the Joe stuff. Hey, did you guys think Airborne sounded weird?
That's one snake grounded for the duration.
Yeah, but
Is that what Airborne sounded like in the last episode that we saw?
We're fighting half blind, and we're missing our best pilot, our heavy gunner, Gung Ho, Wild Bill, and Scarlet. Where the heck is everybody?
Sorry, is it Flint, Airborne, and a bunch of green shirts? Is that it? Oh. For a military outfit, they've got way too many people who do not follow orders.
I think we found our way out.
So convenient.
Scarlet!
Where you guys been?
Just taking a little swim. Hey, best cut the hattie short, folks. Take a gander at that.
Flint's gonna need our help. Come on, back to the palace. Joe! Joe!
What are you merchants doing here? Can't you see the danger?
See it? We're bloody well thought of it, mate.
Finally, you're doing something, Major Blood.
Back to Cobra Base straight away.
Ooh, was their whole goal to kidnap the Sheik, do you think? I would be impressed if that was the case.
Let's give Cobra a taste of its own venom.
Now it's time for the rescue.
Well, what do you know? It's about time those gold.
I don't know if I'd
bricks
quite
showed
call
up.
that dogfighting, but at least the Joes are doing something. Oh, here comes Wild Bill. Is Wild Weasel authorized to call a
For a
retreat?
bunch of latecomers.
Oh, there's Breaker.
And I see. I think.
What's with airborne? Shell shock?
No, he's got some kind of ESP, or so his file says.
Wait. This is legitimately coming back? Him and his brother, right, have ESP? Operation Mind Menace. They've got like a minor telepathy that they can talk with each other, and his brother's like a legit mutant. That's kind of a weird... the weird thing that they're adding into this episode, huh?
The Sheik's in trouble. I think Cobra's kidnapped him.
This better be for real. Skystrikers, into the desert!
It's time for a showdown
Huh.
at the canyon.
But you guys know where the Cobra base is now, right? Like, you could go there with, you know, ground troops or whatever. Like, so it's an underground river, but the whole thing is in like a cave that's no problem for them to go up in a little PT boat here. This little thing.
If your calculations are correct, this river leads right under Cobra base.
Okay, well.
Okay, Joes, follow me.
Do we know what this thing is called? It's like an ultrasonic thing, right?
Closer, G.I. Joe.
Get ready. Cobra will have us targeted any second.
Uh-huh. What now? What are you gonna do now, Ace? You gotta, like, fly low or something. Guys.
Pull back!
The Joes are getting away! We need more elevation before they get out of range!
You're too close to the edge! Move back!
Wait. Oh.
Ace and the boys set up a diversion. Now it's our turn.
The weapon is useless against them.
And then they're gonna destabilize it and the whole thing's gonna fall. Right. Okay. This was the Joe's plan? This was their plan?
Cobra Commander, he's gone over the edge.
Pity.
Help me, you idiot!
Need some assistance, Commander?
I need no one's assistance, least of all yours, Destro. Your invincible weapon almost killed me.
Your incredible stupidity almost killed you.
Falcon Glider for the win.
Now where? Up, but don't ask me how.
Allow a lady to lend you boys a hand.
I mean, I don't understand. Couldn't they have just come in on like a ground vehicle and gotten here? I don't know. It doesn't seem like or on their own Falcon gliders.
They will not dare stop us.
No, you might hit the Sheik.
I mean, I would take out the plane, take out the helicopter.
You tried to destroy my country.
Wait,
You must
his usefulness has ended or something? What? That doesn't even make sense. You had a great hostage. Why did you just let him go?
Join your friends, Shikali.
You've got one shot, girl. Make it.
How is this gonna work? Oh, it was a boomerang arrow. Man, she's a real Hawkeye, isn't she? Okay.
Scarlet, you saved my life. But Cobra Commander and Destro, they escaped.
For the moment. Only for the moment.
I suppose.
You didn't have to go to all this trouble, Sheik Ali. But I'm glad you did. Imagine sharing a Sheik's banquet table.
But Scarlet, my cooks did not prepare the meal.
Yeehaw! Come and get it! Crepe Suzette a la Roadblock. And Texas hot links fresh off the barbecue. Doggers!
They insisted.
Well, what are you waiting for? Get the chow on the table.
Well, I guess we know that Roblox is a gourmet, but did he say crepe Suzette and they're flaming? Is that how crepe Suzette come? That's the end, right? That's it. What a weirdo episode. All right, short and sweet, I guess. Okay, we'll hang tight and then we'll talk about it in a minute. Okay, that is the end of the episode Cobra Soundwaves, which kind of only came into play. I mean, they were important to the episode, but like the sound waves themselves were like certainly not the meat of the episode. That said, when I try and think about what was the meat of this episode, I'm not sure I'm going to come up with any really good answers. This was an interesting one. We had no larger ramifications of where Cobra was going with this. We don't know what they were going to ultimately try and do with it. We never saw G.I. Joe headquarters. We never saw Duke. We never heard back from anyone there. All we know is that, and we didn't even get the setup. We remember how at the beginning I was talking about that. We skipped all of this, like why are we here in the desert? What does G.I. Joe have a tip off that this is going to happen? I mean, presumably they do, but no need to explain any of that. We're just sort of skipping right into the storyline. But weirdly, even with this like dialed in focus and the extra attention given to the sort of like the added action sequences within this simple sort of story, it still felt kind of inconsequential. It still felt a little bit kind of like, I don't want to say boring. It wasn't boring, but it was like there were like a number of moments that I really, really enjoyed, but it felt very quick and it felt very kind of like light, and there wasn't any like any depth to any of the actual sort of sequences, right? Like one thing happened and the next thing happened and the next thing happened, and none of them had major consequences other than, I suppose, at the very beginning, Ace and Gung Ho and Roadblock all getting, downed and captured, right? Like that had a nice progression all the way through the stadia, all the way through the arena, and then fighting the crab robot. I think that all of the pieces are here, but perhaps they could have done a little bit of a better job ratcheting it up. I would like to have seen a little bit more, because other than that sequence of them being captured into the arena and then escaping, most of the rest of this episode was felt kind of like fluffy and light. I like the idea of a sound wave device, like a what do you call it, super weapon, but it wasn't used. It was only used defensively. It was never used offensively. Maybe that's it. Like that's your central, like that's the name of the episode, and yet it's not part of any grand scheme of Cobras, right? Other than like, I guess they've lured the Joes in so that they can use it, but still use it defensively. Now they've lured the Joes so the Joes all know where their base is. I don't know. That seems a little odd. Why did they take the Sheik captive and then just let him go? How does that work? Like, you tried to destroy my kingdom or my land. Like, did they? I mean, they tried to blow up a couple of oil fields. I don't know. I didn't even see any extras. There were like, where were the people who worked at those oil fields? Or, I mean, I think the only time we saw extras was in that sequence at the very end where they were like having the banquet, right? So none of it was bad. And like, let me be clear, like that whole sequence, which was like the whole, like them getting captured and them escaping, like that sequence was like, a third of the episode, if not more. I thought all that was good, but it was still kind of light, and some of it definitely didn't make sense. Like Ace and his team. Like Ace was clearly in charge. Also, that seems weird. Like, is Ace calling the shots in a trio of Ace, Roadblock, and Gung Ho? I don't know. I know ranks are kind of weird when they all come from different branches of military, but realistically, shouldn't Gung Ho be in charge of that trio? Maybe? Or like, I would put Ace at the, like, nothing against Ace. I actually think that he's developed into a really interesting character. But that was an interesting decision to sort of make him the driving force and the sort of the one with the brains behind that trio. I don't really buy it. They're all capable kind of guys, you know, in their own interesting kind of meathead ways. And then, you know, I think the Scarlet stuff was just, I don't even understand why she was here. I guess she shot the arrow that saved the Sheik in the end, but like, why not give us a Lady J with Flint scenario? That would be more interesting. I will say that reintroducing this Airborne has some sort of like mild ESP phenomenon is fascinating. Did Flint say that it's in his file card? We'll have to go and check if that actually is in his file card. It definitely was talked about in the show previously, though. So, like, I really like seeing that brought up once again. Overall, I'm going to say this was a good episode. Not a great episode, but it was definitely good. I liked it. I don't want this to come off as me nitpicking at all. I'm not trying to, because I did definitely enjoy it. And my favorite parts of it were assuredly like the trio getting captured and fighting against that crab robot. The crab robot was probably the best part of the entire episode, if you ask me, rather than the Soundwave weapon, which ineffective, and I don't see the sort of like larger application of that really. With that said, let's step away. I'm going to do a little bit of deeper thinking. I'm going to go and look up and see if there's any trivia, tropes, or takeaways that we can learn about this episode. Stand by. Okay, let's wrap this one up, as it were. Now, this is kind of interesting. I didn't find too much, really. I think that on the story front and on the character front, I think I've said really most of what I wanted to say here. Trivia, not a ton that I have here. This ultrasonic weapon, it didn't really get a name, unfortunately, just the ultrasonic weapon that Destro created. Oh, and this is a funny one. If, presumably, Wild Bill made proper Texas hot links, they would definitely not be halal. So probably very insulting to your host. But where did he get that? Another one, I got it wrong. Traditionally, crepe Suzette are in fact served on fire. Okay, looking from what I can see, at least on the version 1 version of Airborne's file card, there is nothing about ESP. Maybe that was in a later version of his file card, or maybe it's just like in his file card in continuity in the show, because obviously the Joes do know about his ESP potential or powers in the show. And that's about all I've got, really. Let's quickly go through the tropes, and then we can put this one to bed, I'd say. Okay, so what did we have in this episode? Well, it wasn't a ton. Everything was pretty straightforward. It wasn't a crazy tropey episode, but it did have a few beats, some of which I love, and some of which were kind of like, I don't know. We did, of course, have our trio captured. Once again, I was kind of predicting it was going to happen, but obviously it did happen. And that, of course, led us to a sequence in the stadium, or the arena, as it were, fighting off. And I'm going to classify the giant crab robot as a kaiju. I think that falls into the same sort of category as a kaiju. So I think that's reasonable to call out. Of course, we had lots of foreigners. This whole episode took place on foreign soil, which is great to see. But you always wonder, how are the Joes operating in, like, wouldn't it be cool if every time they were operating randomly on some foreign country, there was like a local attaché, or like, we've coordinated with the local military to be able to do this job. Even just a liner, if they didn't want to include local militaries wherever they were, would be interesting. But I would love to see them actually operate as a proper international fighting force. That's just me, of course. I'm sure that's the kind of thing that they would do in the comic books. Moving on, of course, to get our boys into that deadly situation, there was a trap set by Cobra, luring them into the zone of destruction for that ultrasonic weapon. Wild Weasel did that. And then we had the unfortunate James Bond stupidity of the villain exits and the hero survives, which is, of course, a classic trope. I don't think I've mentioned that one before, but I added it to our list today because it seemed appropriate. I think that is all of the tropes that I noted, but you guys let me know if you caught any in the comments down below, any that I might have missed. And from there, I think we're done. Thanks very much for joining me for another fun-filled episode of G.I. Joe. I'll look forward to the next one, and I'll catch you then. Okay, yo Joe, bye.